Hello, folks. It's Jay Joyner here. And I'd like to start off here with Constitution of the United States of America, the First Amendment. And the First Amendment states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Pardon me. Well, yes, maybe Congress isn't allowed to make any laws, but apparently the internet is. Hello, folks. I have been um, banned from Facebook because of my views on homosexuality. Most recently, the ban of blood donations from gay and bisexual males. Um, I said a few words and I used for lack of a better word, the F word, which the F word here is being a derogatory term towards gay men, um, and it also means a bundle of sticks or a cigarette or any of that term. And apparently, I'm not allowed to use the F word. The F word gets you banned uh, from Facebook just as much as the N word is bans you from Facebook. The N word being a term that is derogatory towards Black African Americans of such, but it's okay for them to call each other said N name. But yes, if you use the N word or the F word in any of your posts on uh, Facebook, it gets you therefore banned. However, I have another Facebook account in case any of you are wanting to follow me. My Facebook account is now Jake Joyner. If you haven't figured out who Jake Joyner is or how I came up with that, if you don't know my full name, and that's fine. I don't care if you want to call me Jake. I guess that's fine, but my name is Jay. We'll go by that. But however, enough with the, lack for a better word, history lesson there of why I am doing this video. I'm doing this video because I'm sorry, people, but homosexuals are a blight on this planet. I'm sorry. I don't care what you people say. Lady Gaga got it wrong. You were not born this way. Okay? I don't know where you people got this idea that you were born uh, homosexual, that you were born gay, that you were born bisexual, that you were born females, born lesbian, or that whatever gender you were born, God got it wrong. And it's a little disheartening to think that there is so many people, just in the United States alone, that think that being a homosexual is not a choice. It's just how you were born, and I'm sorry, no, no zygote, no embryo, no child is uh, thinking about sex, has a sexuality, a thought of whom they're going to love on a sexual basis. No child has that. You're not born with those thoughts in your head. It's a learned it's a learned thing, just like violence and racism. racism, we'll go with. Racism is a learned thing. Just like sexuality, I'm sorry, it's a learned thing. You are not born that way. And it's sad that now in today's world we are trying to shove this sort of lifestyle down our children's throat. I mean, back when I was growing up, sexuality wasn't the mainstream. At least it wasn't for children. Children didn't know what sexuality was. I mean, you didn't see it all that much on TV. It wasn't up in your face all the time. I grew up back in the age before music videos. So, um, we didn't get that sort of thing. And even if we did, our parents monitored that sort of thing so that we weren't shown, sexual images, things that our minds at that age could not process. Now, in the age of information, the age of the internet, it's all over the place. Sexuality is boom, boom, boom. There it is. And now with the whole equality movement, with everybody, at least straight, gay, can now marry. Yeah, because that needed to be a sort of a thing. Frankly, my whole thing on that is you people just did it because you don't want to pay your taxes, or you just want more money during the tax season. Yeah, whatever. But now with this whole equality thing, it's shoved in everybody's faces. I mean, I was watching the thing a couple months ago, with this equality, gay rights parade, that there were children there, young children, probably not even a year old, waving, the gay, the gay pride flag, which, yeah, I don't think God intended the rainbow to signify gay pride, and it's just it's a middle finger to his face, the fact that you queers, because that is a gender okay pronoun. We looked it up. Check your gender dictionary, because you queers want to use the rainbow to signify pride. You're proud to be getting it up the butt. Ow. But it's just, now even we're trying to shove it down our children's throats. We're trying to put it into our schools so that not only do they learn about heterosexual sex, but they also learn about homosexual sex, and anal sex, and vaginal sex. And really, do we want to be teaching our elementary students this? I mean, can it wait until like their sexuality starts to peak and say like junior high? I mean, it still boggles my mind. I don't even want to be thinking about, a third or a fourth grader having or thinking about God. But yet this is what we want to put in our schools. And I don't know. It's gotten to the point where it's such the norm now, that homosexuality is such the norm that if you speak against it, shame on you. Bad, bad, bad. Everybody wants to jump down your throat. And what's happened, folks? What has happened with our freedom of speech to be able to say the F word when talking about homosexuals? Because, growing up, that's the word we used, and nobody thought twice about it. I mean, heck, back when I was growing up, it was you kept your sexuality in the bedroom. You didn't parade it around and flaunt it in front of other people. And, if they found a gay guy, we, the adults would drag him out into the middle of the street and pummel the crap out of him and tell him to get out. Because, back then, they were afraid that gay people were going to bring our children into being homosexual, just like, back in my parents' time when they were growing up, they were afraid of the N-word. And it is a thing of racism, it is a thing of prejudice, but in the way of in the way of in the way of the homosexuals, you know, yeah, it brought on pedophilia because now, I've read reports that, pedophiles want to have their equal rights too because it's just love, man. It's just all about love. And people are freaking crazy. It's all about love, really? It's all about love. That's what it's all about? So you mean to tell me because I love my friend, my male friend, that I'm a homosexual or bisexual, because I have love for that man, or I'm a pedophile because I have love for my son or love for the children that he plays with because, as a Christian, even if you don't believe in Christianity, but as a human being, you love other human beings. That's how human beings should be getting along. But no, no, no. I'm sorry. Homosexuality is not love. It's just another sexual perversion, just like bestiality or pedophilia or incest. It's another sexual perversion, sexual immorality that honestly wouldn't be this much of a problem if it had just stayed in the bedroom. If we'd have just kept it in the bedroom, folks, we'd still have our freedom of speech. But that's just as far as it goes for homosexuality, the LBDTQ, PQRS, whatever movement you want to call it. At least for them, if you the guys that kept it in your pants and in the bedroom instead of flaunting it out in the streets, wouldn't be that much of a problem. As far as the whole racism goes, well, that's a whole another video for a whole bunch another group of N-words. So just this has been a rant, my friends. This has been a rant by yours truly, Jay Joyner, about how the fact that, just I don't understand how it's gotten this far in the world. I don't understand how it's gotten this bad. This is a bad thing where you can't even speak your mind freely without somebody getting butthurt. And honestly, using the word butthurt when talking about homosexuals, it's kind of funny. Yeah, no wonder you guys are always so mad. You're constantly butthurt.